Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to our Thursday evening edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This is in simplex on a frequency of 446.125. We're just waiting for the big clock to flip over to 7 p.m. and I'll open up the net. I'll be the host tonight. So, for a few more seconds, please stand by. Good evening and attention all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to another simplex edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. The LORC meets 5 times a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on the VA3IMW repeater. And then on Thursdays on this frequency, 446.125 in simplex. So, in order to assist any other stations, onlookers, we're also live streaming on YouTube. Just look up my call sign in the search box, VA3IMW. Scroll down to the big red live button. Give us a click. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyways, let's take a quick standby and see if we have any time-sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations. VA3IMW, standing by.
VE3LBI with a comment.
VE3LBI. Good evening, Larry.
Good evening, Mac. Unfortunately, our ZOE 443.075 is down. We don't know what the issue is. I don't. The owner of it, Terry VE3IQL, doesn't have time at the present time to go and look at it. Definitely is a problem. So tomorrow night, Friday night on the ZOE Reg 2, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I haven't quite made up my mind whether I cancel it or we run it on 443.075 just a simplex. And with Mac streaming it, I'll be able to pick up all the other stations that are trying to come in. I don't want to flip over to the other repeater we have without authorization from the owner. I don't feel that's fair to start an actual net on that frequency. So I'll leave that at the present time, and hopefully we'll come up with a resolution for tomorrow night. Anyways, Mac, I'll pass it back to you. Thank you. VE3LBI.
All right. Yeah, so I think Wade's already waved his hands and indicated that the the ZOE frequency with the duplex turned off would be a good solution. I think that's what we did previously when that repeater was down for other reasons. So yeah, it's got my vote. Anyways, lots of time, and who knows whether the system will take care of itself or what the case is. But we're a resilient bunch, and like you say, if we choose a simplex frequency with the various stations that we've got capable of providing relays and so forth, then I'm sure whatever we choose to do is going to be okay with everybody. All right. Any other short time or priority traffic messages or anything of that nature? Come on in and say hello.
Finish up 1 second, Mac.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe you can announce that a couple times. I got a couple things to do here. One of them's garbage. Not a couple times, but just see what people's thoughts are. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate that. And we'll go from there. So, all right, I'll pass it back to you again. Thank you. VE3LBI clear.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we've got Larry and Wade and Bill in agreement that utilizing the ZOE frequency should be the best solution. Anyways, all right, let's open it up to anybody, anywhere. If you got a live valid call sign here, more than happy to take your call. And your input is required and will be respected with respect to what we're going to do for the ZOE Rag Chew tomorrow night. Since the the repeater is down for mechanical or electronic issues, whatever the case may be. Anyways, VA3IMW standing by for check-ins.
Victor Echo 3, Indiana Uniform. Juliet Zulu. Victor Alpha 3, November, Charlie Alpha.
Okay, I got all three of you. And good job there, Bill. You walked all over Chuck. And then I heard him come in. And at the tail end, we've got VA3NCA. So there's three. Was there anybody else trying to squeeze in the side door?
That I can actually hear you, VA3WPG.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you hear me? You had to turn the volume up or something. All right, Chris, stand by. Let's take them in this order. We'll go with Bill, then we'll go to Chuck, then we'll go to Wade, then we'll go to Chris, and then we'll be starting all over again. VE3UK, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mac. I haven't been on the radio all day. I just turned it on 10 minutes ago, so I just found out about some repeater we use being on hiatus, so I hope that's all it is. But yeah, I'm fine with the input frequency. That's fine with me. And, well, not the input frequency, but the simplex frequency of the net of the repeater is fine with me. And feeling much better today. Pretty much got rid of the cold like symptoms. Still a bit of congestion, but we're moving forward. So hopefully Chris can come over maybe either tomorrow night or sometime on the weekend, and we'll see what we can do with this antenna. Other than that, not too much. Have a copy on everybody except for Larry so far. Back to you, Mac.
Yeah, I think Larry was using his garage antenna, but I heard him quite clear. Anyways, very good. And even though you're over the hump there, are you going to saran wrap your face just to make sure you don't spread this around?
Well, I was thinking about it, but I think I'm probably past the contagious part now anyway. I think I'm okay in that regard.
That was a bad joke. Sorry. Anyways, I don't think you got it. Saran wrap, that's the way to make sure that nobody gets a... Anyways, never mind. I'll try a better one next time. Okay, let's not keep Chuck waiting. VA3CJZ, it's Thursday. Guess what? Congratulations are in order for you. As usual, great net on the AREG. Come on in, Charles.
Hey, good evening, Mac, and all on net, VA3CJZ, and thank you again, Mac. And yeah, we ran a little bit late there, but that happens sometimes. So, by the way, I'm more of a tinfoil person myself. I can hear everyone except Wade. Wade is unusually unreadable for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, he's the only one I can't hear. And as far as the net for tomorrow night, I'm a firm believer in if I can hear you, I can work you. So either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm all in either way. Back to you.
All right. I was waiting for the tail to drop, and there isn't one. Okay. So consensus so far is operating on the output frequency of ZOE for tomorrow evening's net. So we'll see if anybody else has any further input. Anyways, let's not keep our Dundas consortium waiting any further. The third of the group, VA3WPG. Good evening, Chris. Did you bump the VFO?
I thought there was three ahead of me.
Yeah, there was three ahead of you. There was Bill, there was Chuck, and there's you. Actually, was there somebody else I missed in the... I couldn't have missed it. No. We had No, you're. Oh, crap. Yes, it should have been Wade. Sorry about that. You're a good sport there, Chris. All right, Wade, VA3NCA. My sincerest apologies. Go ahead.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA. No worries, no worries. I can take my turn after Chris. That was fine as well. I knew I could always throw my call out again and get in the queue. But while I have you, I might as well say hello, everybody, and thanks, Mac. I don't often make it to the simplex net. I guess, but what I will say, as far as I couldn't hear Larry, but I could pick him up obviously on YouTube, so to speak. But Bill is coming in strong. This antenna doesn't do as good on 70 centimeters as it does on 2, and I very seldom do get a clean copy on Chuck when I'm on simplex 70 centimeters. But I could hear him when I lowered my squelch. He came in noisy. He wasn't breaking squelch, but I could actually copy him just fine if I opened up the receiver a bit. So I think that's typical between our stations on 70. We do better on 2 meters. Anyways, I already put in my vote. It seems reasonable to use the simplex frequency, assuming that the repeater owner is Terry there is okay with it. I assume he would be, but I wouldn't want to presume. And that's also assuming we haven't got it. They haven't got it back up by then. Maybe it just needs a kick or a reboot. Who knows? But hoping it's just something simple. Other than that, not much else. Just thought I'd give a quick check-in here on the simplex net that I don't often make it to. So with that, I'll send it back to you there, Mac, VA3NCA. Back to you.
Okay. Yeah, always glad to have you in here. And I think we've done some playing around. Your antenna is actually happier on the lower portion of 70 centimeters, if I remember correctly. Somehow down in the 430 something, but higher up in the band. That's all I recall, but it seems to have all its gain on 2 meters. And this one, it's better than a lead pipe, but it does a job. As far as I'm concerned, I can hear you all the time, so it doesn't matter to me. Anyways, consensus carries on, and certainly glad to have you in for this one. Just to exercise your radio in simplex. Now let's go over to number 3 in Dundas. Thanks again, Chris. VA3 WPG. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. VA3 WPG. I heard this is my first radio today. Heard the repeaters down again. I can only imagine why. I don't know how long we're going to get to let this go on for, but anyways, Bill, tomorrow, this weekend, anytime's good. I'm waiting for, tomorrow or this weekend, we're good.
Okay, how about Saturday then?
Perfect. Works.
You copy, Chris?
Perfect. That works.
Okay, Saturday it is then. Back to you, Mac.
All right, Saturday it is. Very good, guys. All right, this is a good chance to break in here and remind everybody that Sunday, also known as September 21st, 11 a.m. at Pier 4 Park. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there. Some bright, smiling faces. And if you're grumpy, just put on a smile anyways. Just act like you're happy. So a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half people. We'll see what transpires. And I don't know if I was able to tell everybody, but I was able to get in touch with my alter ego, VA3WMI, down in the Niagara region. And he's also going to make his third try to get up and do an activation with us and meet us face to face. So I've also been taking the chance to check into their simplex net, the Niagara region guys. That's well in St. Catharines, Niagara Falls. they conduct a 2-meter simplex net 7 days a week. What is it? 147.420 is the frequency. Chuck, I would imagine you'd be able to hear them fairly well as well. But that starts at 8 p.m. It's just a quick roll call, net, a quick rag chew, and it's all over and done with. But yeah, I was able to converse with Walter for a little bit last night, from his station to mine on simplex. Also, nice solid S9, so we're able to stay in contact with each other. Anyways, I digress. And there is Noel checking in on the YouTube as well. I don't think I've missed anybody else in the lineup. Everybody else has been in on RF. So let's take another quick standby and see if we got any other folks that want to check in. Come on in with your call sign. Say hello.
VA3KDT.
VE3KDT. Noel, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I guess I psyched myself out there. I guess you were talking to a station that I had no read on. So I was thinking I wasn't getting you. So I checked in on YouTube and thought I'd give it one more check upstairs. And yeah, here we go. So just thought I'd pop in and say hi.
Yes, sirree. Well, it is simplex, right? So that's why not everybody hears everybody. And we also encourage the use of relays where necessary. But yeah, usually for the most part, I well imagine what Chuck goes through on Wednesday night. He's got all his local neighbors that are checking in either on handhelds or people that are a little bit further out that he can hear that we can't, and that's why he streams the net. Obviously, this opportunity here also allows people to hear everybody that I hear anyways. And like I say, we also would encourage, if you hear somebody trying to check in that I don't hear, you're the number one candidate for the relay. Anyways, looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. I don't think it's your weekend for the kids, so unless that changes, obviously they're certainly welcome to join us. But are you number one still coming, and number two, you're going to be free and clear with without the kids, or are they going to be potentially coming?
Well, initially this was going to be the weekend off, but that's a whole other long story. But yeah, so I am kind of expecting them to be here. I mean, it's always a crapshoot, anyway. But yeah, I'm expecting to have them this weekend. And yeah, I think there was also some talk of playing with some RC stuff. I know Chris was saying he's got a helicopter or something. I've been tinkering with the drones and that. But yeah, I'll be kind of corralling them around and possibly even having someone else to help me there too. So not too much of a worry, but I'll at least bring all the toys to set up for the activation. So if anyone wants to use any of that stuff, but yeah, I'll probably have my hands full as usual.
Well, very good. Like I said, it's always nice to have some young members around. Let's call them the budding ham radio operators of tomorrow. And who knows, if they take interest in it early enough, you'd be amazed at how the young ones can learn, even those that have varied abilities. So anyways, we'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Actually, just kind of reminded me there, as far as budding radio enthusiasts, my oldest does have a set of little FRS ones, so that's even a possibility to make them feel a little included.
Absolutely. Everybody needs to have a handy talkie on their belt. It'll fit in like a pinky in a glove. All right, then. Any other traffic for us tonight?
No, I'm going to quickly throw it back to you because there's an emergency vehicle going by.
All right, go and chase the ambulance. And by the way, the ZOE's down, so we're going to be using its frequency in simplex tomorrow night for the rag chew. Anyways, happy chasing, and let's throw out another call to see who else is out there and waiting to say hello to us on the Thursday night simplex Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. All right, the Jeopardy music is finished. We don't have to wait around and beg, but it gives us a little more time to poke around on the internet and also perhaps make some HF contacts. VA3, what's his call sign? Gary. Anyways, you'll see him on the spotting page. He's up in the near north. He's activating a park that has only been activated once before. Everybody's interested in talking to Gary. VA3 Whiskey. No. Anyways, check it out on the spotting page. Lots of new parks, and folks, 40 meters is working like a charm. Enjoy the time while you can poke around there. And like I say, if anybody is interested in saying hello to our Niagara amateur radio group, there's Simplex Net on at 8 o'clock on 147.420. Feel free to listen in there and give them a shout. Other than that, any last-minute check-ins or last-minute comments? VA3MW standing by for you.
V3IUK. Comment?
All right, we'll go with Bill first and then follow up with Noel, if that's okay. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, quickly, Wade, if he's got a couple minutes, I can speak to him after the net's over. If he's not busy, if not, we can speak to him later. But your query regarding the Saram rat made me think about another question I had, though. If you go to a psychiatrist, do you come out shrink wrapped? So I just thought I'd leave that with everybody.
Okay. Yep, you one-upped me again there, Bill. Good job. Okay, Noel, you're up, sir.
Yeah, sorry. The emergency vehicles are still going by, and I've kind of been out all day. You mentioned ZOE's down, and sorry, we're on this frequency for the time being?
We can use this frequency as long as you want. We're not interfering with anybody else, and it is an FM simplex frequency. However, for the ZOE rag chew, because everybody is used to tuning into the ZOE, all they have to do is turn the duplex off on their radio and operate in simplex. So it's another practice exercise just to make sure you know how to operate your radio rather than flipping around memory channels. So yes, feel free to utilize this this frequency, and like I say, Larry will probably run the ZOE rag chew tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the ZOE output frequency with simplex, with duplex off. And does that explain it well enough there, Noel? Or yeah, I'm pretty sure you get it.
Yeah, I'm good for the instructions and that. Just more, I guess, I got more questions about what happened or whatever else. I don't know. I haven't checked Discord or anything, so if it's one of those, I can go look there as well.
No, I think basically Larry sent me a message earlier this afternoon, indicated that ZOE was down. Somebody had been in touch with Terry. There is an issue. This is not a situation where Terry shut it down. For those reasons, it's something that needs to be repaired, but it has to be diagnosed and repaired. So the duration of the repeater being down just leaves us the opportunity to be resilient and creative in our solutions on how we continue to communicate with one another. So that's where we're at.
Okay, yeah, no, not a problem. You hit the nail right on it. You know what I'm trying to say. I was just wondering if it was the one of those purposeful takedowns, I guess, that you were mentioning. No, if it just just repairs, we will endure and whatever. So, that was about it.
Alrighty. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes you get a flat tire and sometimes you get two. You don't have enough spares, so sometimes, that brings another story to mind. A guy broke down on the side of the road with a flat tire just outside of an insane asylum, and while he was rustling around and changing and putting on his spare tire, he lost the lug nuts for the wheel that he had removed, and in a fit of rage, he threw his tire iron and his wheel wrench down on the ground and started cussing. There was somebody standing on the other side of the fence, obviously an inmate of the asylum, and he said, "Hey, mister, it's not that hard. Just take one lug nut off of the other three wheels, and you'll have enough lug nuts to safely fasten that wheel on." And the man immediately swung around and, with eyes wide open, he says, "I really appreciate your help, but I'm a little awestruck to have that kind of logic coming from you." And the guy on the other side of the fence, he says, "I might be crazy, but I'm not stupid."
It's actually pretty good. I like that. Thank you for that. And no, it's actually kind of interesting to always test out some of the other ways that we can keep in contact or whatever else. Albeit a little strange because just the geographical location of Hamilton, there's some people very close that I have no read on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's where we get used to being very careful and listening when we're operating in simplex to make sure that we understand who's in control of the frequency, and then if by chance you step on somebody, you'll just get a quick mention to stand by or whatever until that other QSO is done. So I certainly appreciate everybody who has followed the proper protocols tonight, and I think for the large part, I would say 75% of everybody who's checked in tonight can hear mostly everybody else. But there's just a couple on the fringes that can't hear one another. Anyways, thanks for all your questions and input. And just another quick reminder, Sunday, September 21st, 11 a.m., Pier 4 Park. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Any other last-minute comments, questions, or check-ins?
VA3CJZ.
VA3CJZ. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, just a suggestion here. 146.430 is always available. And so if it makes for better coverage for most people, maybe that would be something to think about there. And 2 meters works fine on 146.430. And I just thought I'd throw that out there as an option. But, I'll go along with whatever the net controller decides. Thanks, Mac.
Yep. I had also thought about that as an option too, Chuck, but I guess the big question is, how do you get the message out to the folks that would normally check into the Friday Zetawi Ragchew if they're always ready? And usually, we're creatures of habit, right? What do you do Friday night at 8 o'clock? You turn your radio on to 443.075. So, yeah, we'll leave the final details up to Larry, and we'll follow along like good little soldiers. Certainly appreciate your input, Chuck.
Yeah, very good then, Mac. Yeah, it's 2 meters is friendlier to most people, so I thought I'd throw that out there as an option. Okay, Mac, thanks for doing this one. Much appreciated, sir. And looks like the Middle East is active at the moment here on 20 meters. I wasn't able. I tried before the net to get a station in Oman or Oman, whatever. But unfortunately, the guy went 10-7. He went QRT, and but there's others. There's Kuwait. There's Saudi Arabia. So that area of the world seems to be active tonight. So maybe we'll have some good conditions there. Anyhow, happy hunting, Mac, and everyone on net. 7-3 VA3 CJZ.
Oh man, he went 10-7. What is it they say? You can take the CB out of the boy, but you can't take the boy out of CB, or something like that. Maybe I got it backwards. All right. Thank you, one and all, for checking in tonight. 100% participation by everybody that I heard. Thanks again, and we'll be back somewhere. Your task is to find out where we're at tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. 7-3s, one and all. We'll return this frequency back to normal amateur use, and we're going to listen in on Wade and Bill's conversation.
VA3NCA comment.
Go ahead, Wade.
VA3IMW VA3NCA. Just another thought, perhaps for any nets that we move simplex. If we were to stay on the ZOE side, it might make sense for somebody with good receive coverage to put a second radio monitoring 448-075 just to pick up anybody who we might have to remind to turn off duplex there. So just a thought, if we can monitor the other the input frequency for people who didn't quite get the message.
All right. Okay, I guess that means somebody with a dual VFO or something like that. All right, great input, and I'll turn it back to you so that you can have your private, everybody's listening conversation with Bill.
Okay, nobody tell anybody. VE3IUK, VA3NCA. Hey, Bill, you there?
Yeah, hey, Wade, just very quickly regarding Sunday.
All right, we'll let them finish up their conversation. Thank you all for joining tonight. Certainly appreciate it, and we'll be back. We'll be back somewhere tomorrow night for the 8 o'clock ZOE Rag Chew. And obviously you'll see the frequency of where we decided to land. 7-3s for the time being. That's how we say goodbye.